Hello and welcome, my Aquarius friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be a group reading for the full Hunter Moon for my friends born under the Aquarius Zodiac sign. The full Hunter Moon symbolizes a time for us to prepare for the winter that's coming ahead of us. This year, the Hunter Moon is rising in the Zodiac sign Aries. Now, Aries is a fire sign, and it's going to add passion and intensity to this moon. Aries will help guide us in believing in ourselves more deeply so that we can use our passions to overcome those obstacles and turmoils we face. Aries will also help us rediscover who we are as individuals and where our strengths lie. And that's exactly what we're going to look at today. We're going to look at how do we rediscover ourselves and where are our strengths. The deck I chose for this reading is the Witch's Tarot. And at the end of the session, I'll end this off with an oracle blessing from the Druid Animal Oracle. Like always, there's links below to both these gorgeous decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Aquarius friends, let's see what the cards have to say for you. What card symbolizes my Aquarius friends for the full Hunter Moon? Oh, what a great card. It's the Hermit. The Hermit is the 9th card in the Major Arcana, and it talks about that inner journey. The Hunter Moon talks about the need for preparing for the winter ahead. Aries is giving us the opportunity to really rediscover who we are, be able to live our authentic selves. The best way we can do that is embrace that inner journey that the Hermit offers us. That inner journey he's willing to light our path for. When we embrace that energy, we can really start to dive into those shadow places and reconnect with our shadow self. So it's a lot more complicated than that because the Hermit is not alone. This is not a single card reading. This is a map of what the full moon is offering my Aquarius friends. So what is going to challenge my Aquarius friends? That's the Page of Swords. Pages are that inquisitive, playful energy, where swords are about truth and knowledge. So that desire and need to learn more is really going to be our challenge here, Aquarius. It's not a new learning aspect. It's a reconnection. It's learning about ourselves. It's stuff we already knew. We've just put it in the back of ourselves, or in our closet, if you will. This is stuff that we've disconnected from that we need to reconnect. And that's what the Hermit's talking about. Not new knowledge or playful knowledge or playing in our knowledge or anything like that. This has nothing to do with that page. This is all about self-discovery and self-exploration. So let's look at what's going to really kind of anchor us in this journey and try and overcome that page's impulsive and playful energy. Oh, fantastic. We have the Chariot. The Chariot's the 7th card in the Major Arcana. And this talks about that inner will to overcome any obstacles using that power we have within ourselves. It's also a balancing card. The charioteer drives his chariot with no reins. He does not use the fabrications of society to harness his steeds. Those steeds pull him forward where he needs to go, because wherever he goes, he conquers and he wins. He's victorious. That energy, that ability to control opposing sides or opposing energies is going to be really key in helping us keep ourselves grounded and keep that momentum going. Taking that energy of the full moon and of Aries and really driving it home. And what does that look like? What does that final aspect look like for my Aquarius friends? Okay, we have a jumper. The Lovers. the 6th card in the Major Arcana, and it speaks about love. Now, interestingly enough, you've got a run of 3 Major Arcanas. The end result is not only going to be a connection with others, because you're going to be able to connect more fully with other people, but it's also a connection with ourselves. Reconnecting that relationship with who we truly are. And once we've done that, then we can deepen any relationships we're in. Or if you're looking for a relationship, you'll be able to really determine what Mr. or Mrs. Right's going to look like, and what qualities and values you want them to have. So that really clears up that relationship aspect for you. It dives right into it, not only with yourselves, but with others. So let's look at what we can do to support the Hermit in basically reconnecting ourselves with our true self, and kind of harnessing those amazing steeds that are right beneath him. And that's the 10 of Swords. 10s are a completion and a beginning card. Swords are about truth and knowledge. Now the 10 of Swords talks about all that knowledge that we've acquired so far. We've acquired a lot. Lots has happened over our lifetimes. The problem with the 10 of Swords is all this emotion we have attached to that knowledge, because that's what makes it feel like it's been impaled in us. Swords do not have emotion. You cannot insult or harm a sword in an emotional way. It's cold steel. We've attached that knowledge or the emotion to it. What we need to do, instead of connecting into that emotion piece, is that we need to connect into that knowledge piece. Taking all those things that we've learned from our past experiences, those skills, those abilities, that intellect, and take it forward to that next day, to the new day. The 10 of Swords not only is talking about an ending, but a beginning. The knowledge that you need is there. You have it. It's taking what pieces you need and giving them to the Hermit so that you can evolve. The trick will be what information you don't need, and to really shed yourself of that emotion that we've attached to those situations. It's critically thinking about a situation, getting out of our heart and getting into our head, so that we can go through what it is we need and what it is we don't need. So let's look at our first steps. It's all set well and good. We know that knowledge is going to help propel the Hermit forward. But how do you start? Where do you start? Because the full moon is happening on Sunday. That's the 4 of Swords. Again, we're out of our heart, we're into our head. 4s are a foundational number, or a stability number. The 4 of Swords is a rest and rejuvenation card. And it's not so much that we have to rest, Aquarius. It's more that we have to rejuvenate and nurture ourselves. There's a lot of knowledge going to be thrown around. That ability to kind of honor and nurture ourselves is going to come up and is going to be important. And it's not so much nurturing ourselves in the emotional sense, but in the intellectual self. The emotion part will come. We need to focus in on that knowledge piece. Focusing in on those pieces will help us really connect into the Hermit and where he wants to take us. When you reflect back, it's the knowledge, not the emotion, that we are going to need to move forward. Let's look at what your shadow self wants to add. And that's the 10 of Wands. Now, we already talked about 10s and being a beginning and an ending. Wands are about passion. We don't have any passion in this right now. And Aries is about passion. It's about taking those passions that have helped you so far in what you've all acquired, and taking it to that next step, that next evolution, if you will. That hard work and passion will really impact and accentuate this knowledge piece. Again, we're not looking at the emotional aspect, but we're looking at that knowledge, that hard work will really push you forward and really bring out that end result that you're looking for. All right, my Aquarius friends, let's look at a blessing. You get a number of blessings. You get 4 because 4 hit the floor. I will go through them one by one. Is the Wren. The Wren talks about humility, being able to do the right thing for those who are important for you, including yourself, so that you're able to really achieve what it is you need to, no matter how scary things may be. Using what you have in your environment, those skills that you have, to go forward to the best of your abilities, which will help yourself and others prosper. The next part is the independence of the stag, that nobility that the stag offers, that connection into the earth, that ability to connect in and really ground yourself and stand up for what it is you need to do, no matter how scary. Then we go on to the wolf. The wolf again is an independent creature, but it's connected into that animalistic side, that intuition side. It's connected into the moon card. The tarot card with the moon has a wolf and a dog, and that's what we're talking about. That connection into your intuition, that connection into that power that we have, that we like to subdue because it can be scary. That power that the wolf has can really impact and really support the hermit in guiding you forward. And the last card that jumped out was the bear. That mama bear, protector of yourself and protector of others, providing for those who are in need. That sheer power the bear has can be added again to the hermit to help guide you. These 4 animals are willing and there as like a totem for you to really embrace as you go through the full moon and the energy that the full moon offers you. For those who wish, you can pause the video here and reflect on the cards. This is a group reading, however, I drew these cards especially for my Aquarius friends. What further information do the cards have? Like I said, this is a group reading. If you're looking for a more personal or specific topic, you can follow the link below and schedule a private reading with myself. For those who are interested, I will be running an online introductory and interactive classes over the next couple months. The first class will be on November 11th, where I'm running my Introduction to Angels and Archangels class. Then on December 9th, I'll be running my Introductions to Connecting or Channelings class. If you're interested in both or either of these classes, you can find out more information and register on my website. I provided a helpful link below to my classes page so you can go check it out. I hope you found this video fun and helpful and that you were able to gain some direction into the full moon. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. I will continue to create fun and dynamic videos for my Zodiac friends in the upcoming weeks. If you have any suggestions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. I'm always up for feedback from my friends. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never know where I'm gonna go next, and I'd hate for you to miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Aquarius friends.